How much was the Generations gig?
Oh, Generations, dog. We left Generations because it wasn't paying us. So you can imagine when I started how much they were paying us.
How much was it?
I started in 2010 and I finished in 2014. No, didn't finish, got fired.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we found out like, man, it's like what the main cast was earning. Your
Karabo Moroka.
Sophie Ndaba.
Connie.
Karabo wasn't there at the time. Remember the Sophie?
Okay.
The giants then were Menz Ngubane who played Ngamla. Yes. Nambita who played Mawande.
Jack Mabasa.
Jack came in towards the end, but Sputla came, who was Kenneth.
Yes.
But even their salaries, obviously when the issues arised, we all walked out of the contract negotiation very upset.
Just move closer to the mic. Yeah.
We all walked out of a contract negotiation very upset. You know, and it turned out that each actor was upset that they said, you've done well this year, this is what happened, you did this, you're always on time at work, we loved your work ethic, so the action we choose to go with here is a praise and raise. All right, cool. Thank you very much, I'm glad you guys liked my work. So what's the raise? Then they say 5%. Then you're like, oh. So I'm getting what? Like 2,000 more.
Yeah.
And they made it a big thing. And it turns out everyone that walked out of that meeting had kind of agreed, but wasn't happy. Then we decided that, no, guys, it's been going on for long enough. We have to speak to these guys, you know? Then we started doing our own research as to what industry peers are making. And
when you say we, are you talking about the other actors?
The other cast, the other principal cast. And we asked industry friends, who I cannot mention because they actually really helped us with this information. And we found out that, like, for example, if the lead that has been working on Generations for multiple years is earning 80 on a show like Generations that is under SABC and has a way bigger budget than a show on ETV
100%.
like Scandal or Rhythm City. So if the lead there is earning 40,000 Rand more than a lead at Generation, there's something wrong there.
Makes no sense.
You understand? And I remember there was a huge uproar with the industry, with the social media saying that, Haribo, the person that gets paid the most, that gets 80,000 Rand, and these people are complaining, these people are stingy as fuck. But do you know the fame that comes with being on Generation at that time? I'm not talking about this new one, dog. Then, 11 million viewers a night, dog. There's no black person in this country that doesn't know you. You can even add a couple of colored Indians and whites. Everyone knew you if you're on Generation.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it came with the fact that we cannot use taxis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't.
And as exaggerated as this sounds, you needed security most places you were going to.
Wow.
Because SABC One is free TV, dog. Everyone has SABC One.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you. From a 2-year-old to a 102-year-old. Everyone knows you, dog. You know what I mean? So people thought 80,000 was a lot, but there was a lot that came with it. You like medical aids. We don't get public holidays as actors, by the way. When the whole country's celebrating something and people are at home, we're waking up in the morning going to shoot. So there were things like that justified why we wanted to raise. Those people said, no way. You guys ain't getting shit. What we offered you is what you take or is what you leave.
How much were you
getting? And all of us said, I saw Anzo shit.
He looks like a 40-50.
Dog, this guy asked me 3 times.
You told us you were charging 8K, so I was like, okay, he's comfortable telling us how much you charge.
A gig. But we know, dog, when we start gigging, it's never a lot of money, you know?
True.
But Generation wasn't much more than that, a salary. I'm just going to say that.
Wow, for real?
Yeah, well, definitely wasn't 10K more than that.
Bro, that sounds like greed, because
now you can imagine the amount of fame. Can you imagine this all walking out into a mall, everyone crowding you, pulling you left, right, and center, and by the 18th, 19th of a month, now you're counting what's left.
Yeah, true.
So you're saying, okay, so I'll fill up. I drove a Polo Player at the time. 2011, 2012. There's an 800 here. This could fill the Polo. This, if I drive normally, properly, could last me between the 18th and the last.
Dude,
Friday.
you're on fucking Generations.
Yeah, I'm on Gen A. I'm on a huge show. Huge show. Now I'm gauging that, okay, 18 today, I'm left with literally this amount of money. If I put 800 Rand in here, I can get a full tank, and if I drive properly, it'll last me till I get paid again. they'll not be able to have petrol.
Jeez.
Then you start like getting essentials, your
Food.
bread, butter, food, 200 rands worth of noodles. You know, affordable, and they fill you up. Then you go to work. If you have breakfast at work, you ask them to. You ask the auntie there to please make you another one, and then she puts it aside. When you have lunch, you ask the catering auntie to please make you a second one. Then when they knock off catering, when they're done, they give it to someone that's going to give it to me. I then go to the car, head home. You understand? I won't be unfair and say the reason on the 18th I had little money was because they were paying me so little. I didn't have many expenses. It was also me being new to this life. I had never gotten that much money per month before. So yes, as much as they paid me little, I was new and I was having a good time.
Bro, it sounds like exploitation, because how much money is Generations making, bro?
How much is Mfundi making?
How much is Mfundi making, bro?
Bro, like, I'm probably $500 million a year.
Shit.
500 million.
Yeah, bro, like lots of monies. You know, I stand to be corrected, but it's
Yeah.
in those regions. It's a
And
lot
the least he can do is just pay the people that are making
money.
his product a success.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and we're in the forefront of that. We go through everything.
Yeah, when he goes
if
to a
you were-
mall, he can do whatever he wants. No one gives a
no
fuck.
one knows. Chances are people don't even know. You know what I mean? So that was our issue there. And there's a lot of things we discovered. We discovered that part of the money that the SABC makes, a percentage of that has to go to the principal cast members there. And that didn't happen. And so over and above us we were fighting because we'd gotten fired, no warning. So that was the first thing, after we'd been promised 3-year contracts. So that's the first battle. The second battle, which we couldn't even get to yet because we needed to finish this one, was the fact that these guys have been getting royalties, dog, and they're supposed to be paying us a certain percentage, and it's just not. You know? And then we had people from SABC having meetings with us on the side, you know, saying that it's unfair what the SABC is doing to you. And I'm going to be at every single meeting that you guys hold to assist you guys, you know, so that we can fight this and win this. And then we went to the CCMA and that guy was like, what? I was never at nobody crib.
I don't know these guys. What? Whose house?
I was never at nobody crib. I didn't meet with these guys. I don't know shit. I'm sure there's a meme of Menz and Kubane, Zolisa who played Jason, Mandla who played Chopper. There's a meme of them.
Yes, there is a meme. That
sitting
shocked
this,
look like.
where they're all looking back, yeah. And that nigga said, who?
Oh,
where?
that meme.
I don't know anything about what these guys are talking. Everyone turned around and went, Fana, with confidence, dog. Yeah, so basically, based on what you said last night, can you imagine we're at a restaurant for the second night in a row. We're giving up time, dog, just to be here, to try and sort this out so we can get our monies. Yeah, and this guy's like, okay, cool. So what did you discover today, Sophie? Anga, any words? Menzi, Nambita, you know? Great, I hear you. So my suggestion is that ABCD. Fana, when he leaves, we stay at the restaurant, we're thinking, God damn, we're gonna get fucking paid, dog. Shit, yeah, CCMA, that nigga said, nah, these guys are lying. We don't know shit about what they're saying. And we were like, whoa.
Yeah. Do you think it's
And it affected, I'm not gonna lie, it affected majority of that cost. It fucked us up like hardcore, dog. That's what some people have been on the show 10 years, some 20.
100%. They were the fabric of the show.
Yeah, some 20. I mean, if you didn't watch Generations, you listened to it. If you had the duty of washing dishes, you were satisfied with just hearing it. And that's how big that show was, you know. So people depended on that, and then suddenly it was stripped from everyone.